85%. Think about that for just a second. That is the staggering percentage of developers who are now regularly using AI tools in their daily workflow. It's absolutely wild how quickly this has completely dominated the industry. But, it begs a massive, almost existential question for all of us writing software today. Are these tools quietly inching toward replacing us? Or have we just unlocked the ultimate, tireless pair programming partner?
Welcome to this explainer breaking down the absolute best AI coding tools 2026 has to offer. I'm honestly so thrilled to walk you through this because the landscape has shifted so dramatically in just the last few months. Today, we're going to cut right through the marketing hype and decode the latest source material, the benchmarks, and the raw data. Whether you're hunting for the top AI programming assistants for a massive enterprise team, or you're just a solo dev trying to speed up your personal projects, we are going to find the exact right tool for your specific workflow.
Okay. Let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The 2026 coding revolution. 2. Cursor, Copilot, and Claude. 3. Best tools by workflow. 4. App builders and infrastructure. And finally, 5. Productivity versus real risks.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the 2026 coding revolution, from autocomplete to autonomy.
We really have to recognize the massive paradigm shift that's happened in software development over just the past 3 years. I mean, we've moved so far beyond the whole novelty phase. AI tools for software developers are literally rewiring how products get built. It's no longer just simple autocomplete. These systems are capable of remarkable autonomy now. Just look at this rapid evolution. Back in 2023, we were essentially treating AI like a glorified search engine, right? You'd ask a question in a chat window, get a blob of code, copy-paste it over, and just cross your fingers that it actually compiled. By 2024, the AI moved directly into our editors, giving us those incredibly smart multi-line completions. But here we are in 2026, and we've officially entered the era of autonomous multi-file execution. The AI doesn't just complete your thought anymore, it actually plans, writes, and tests entire features across a sprawling codebase, totally on its own.
To truly wrap your head around where we're at right now, you absolutely need to know this term, agentic coding. This isn't your old autocomplete plugin. Agentic AI acts as an autonomous agent. It can inspect your files, read through your documentation, run terminal commands, and execute these complex, multi-step tasks across your entire repository. If the old model was basically having a junior pair programmer looking over your shoulder, agentic coding is like having a dedicated feature team working in parallel right inside your machine. It's a real game changer.
Moving on to Section 2, Cursor, Copilot, and Claude, the heavyweight showdown.
If you're seriously looking at AI-powered code generation tools today, there are 3 massive names fundamentally reshaping developer habits. And the whole GitHub Copilot versus Cursor AI debate brilliantly illustrates the core philosophical divide in the industry right now. On one side, we've got GitHub Copilot. It integrates beautifully right into your existing editors like VS Code and leans heavily on GitHub's massive proven ecosystem for just $10 a month. But then look at Cursor AI's features and benefits on the other side. It's a completely standalone AI-native IDE that boasts 8 parallel autonomous agents working simultaneously for $20 a month. So you're essentially choosing between seamless ecosystem integration or an aggressively AI-first custom environment.
Now let's look at the actual data because it's absolutely fascinating. We're looking at the industry standard SWE-bench, which measures an AI's ability to solve real-world GitHub issues. GitHub Copilot actually hits 56% compared to Cursor's 51.7%. So Copilot provides this incredible, proven benchmark performance per dollar. However, Cursor offers that unparalleled immersive agentic depth that power users are literally swearing by these days. And meanwhile, Claude Code skips the monthly subscription entirely. It functions as an agentic terminal tool where you only pay for the API costs you actually consume.
But honestly, we cannot ignore Claude AI for coding. If you're a terminal power user who values pure reasoning capability, Claude Code is an absolute dream. Just look at this independent testing data comparing first attempt coding success rates. Claude 3.5 Sonnet hits an incredible 78% success rate, which completely crushes GPT-4o's 64%. Because it has this massive context window and the ability to deeply understand repository intent, Claude is quickly becoming the undisputed champion for complex refactors and large-scale architectural reasoning.
All right, let's jump to Section 3, Best Tools by Workflow, Niche, and Free Contenders. The AI ecosystem in 2026 is absolutely massive, so let's pivot away from the heavyweights for a second. If you want the best coding AI tools for beginners and professionals without spending a dime, you've got to look at these.
Codium is the clear winner for $0. You get legitimately unlimited autocomplete across over 70 languages for free. If you want those agentic powers without a subscription, Klein is a phenomenal open-source VS Code extension. You just bring your own API key. And if you happen to be in a highly regulated industry where privacy is literally everything, Tabnine offers strict zero-data retention on-premises deployments.
Now, beyond cost, it's absolutely crucial to match the tool to your exact environment. Basically, choose tool X if you are Y. For example, choose Amazon Q if you are an engineer building heavily on AWS infrastructure. Its context for cloud architecture is just unmatched. Choose Cody by SourceGraph if you are navigating massive, sprawling enterprise code bases. Its code search integration is spectacular. And if you live and breathe Java or Python inside IntelliJ or PyCharm, the JetBrains AI assistant is going to offer the most natural, native fit for your existing workflow.
Which brings us to Section 4, App Builders and Infrastructure, the full stack builders.
So what if writing code isn't actually your end goal? What if your goal is simply shipping a working product? So the crucial point is this. Tools like Copilot and Cursor are brilliant, no doubt, but they still leave you to handle all the infrastructure yourself. After the AI writes the code, you still have to provision the database, set up authentication, wire up the hosting, the whole shebang. But tools like Blink, they're built for founders and operators who want to completely bypass that friction. Blink provides the database, the auth, the backend, and the hosting right out of the box. It literally lets you ship a complete app instantly without wrestling with infrastructure.
And man, the rapid prototyping space is exploding right alongside it. Check out Replit Agent 3. It lets you create full applications right from your browser. It handles the scaffolding, the coding, the deployment, all without ever setting up a local environment. Then there's Lovable, which is perfect if you want production-ready React and Tailwind code generated instantly. And Bolt uses browser-based web containers for instant, flexible execution. These tools are absolute game changers for spinning up an MVP in a matter of minutes.
And finally, Section 5, Productivity versus Real Risks, the Human Impact.
We're seeing immense developer productivity with AI right now. We're talking anywhere from 30 to 55% gains. But look at the sheer scale of the disconnect this speed creates. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the terrifying gap between adoption and readiness. According to the Cisco 2026 AI Security Report, a massive 83% of organizations are planning to deploy agentic AI systems. Yet only 29% report feeling adequately prepared to actually secure those systems. We are moving at breakneck speed to adopt these tools, and we're leaving our security and compliance teams completely in the dust.
And you know, this speed has a very tangible effect on the developers themselves. The most recent Stack Overflow survey captured the developer sentiment perfectly with this phrase, almost right, but not quite. Experienced engineers are finding that while AI definitely accelerates the initial drafting of code, it can dramatically increase the maintenance burden. Catching a subtle, highly confident hallucination buried deep in a pull request takes serious time. AI absolutely accelerates coding for sure, but it does not and cannot replace critical thinking.
Because of these very real risks, establishing a bulletproof workflow is non-negotiable. Step 1 is generation, but Step 2 must be strict automated testing and linting. Step 3 is arguably the most critical, a human-in-the-loop review. To help deal with the sheer volume of AI-generated code we're seeing, teams are increasingly using automated AI security reviewers like Cursor BugBot or CodeRabbit to do a first pass on pull requests before a human actually signs off for secure deployment. Human oversight is absolutely everything here.
Which leaves us right here, looking toward the future of AI-assisted software development. If AI agents are now capable of autonomously planning, writing, and testing boilerplate features, what exactly is the future of human creativity in software engineering? As the AI handles more and more of the mundane execution, I firmly believe our jobs will elevate towards systems architecture, deeply understanding user needs, and ensuring the software we build actually serves humanity. So what are you going to build with your new AI pair programmer? Think about it. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.